Greetings, user. Neural link established. Ready for takeoff.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2021 round of 16. We are going to be watching the match between Italy and Thailand. I'm Teasel and I'm joined by Janitor today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, and this is the last match of the weekend. I think a lot of people are excited to see how Italy is going to perform.
Yeah, Italy's got a lot of eyes on them for being an incredibly strong team this year with the potential of getting top 3, so a lot of pressure on them to perform.
Yeah, kind of like Brazil, they've been slowly building the roster over the years. They were actually top 6 last year, which is the highest they've placed. And this year, they're looking to go all the way, I think.
Yeah, seems like it. And Thailand has a lot of eyes on them as well, with being a fairly kind of newish team this year. They have had teams quite a few years ago, but this is the first year that they've properly gotten a good roster together in recent years, and they've done pretty well so far. So yeah, it'll be good to see how they perform on these pools.
It's certainly a hard round of 16 matchup for sure. Not a lot of teams want to be facing Italy in the round of 16.
You could say that about so many of the teams so far.
Yeah, the competition this year, especially for the podium, is really rough, especially with Taiwan and South Korea, and the UK getting a little bit gutted.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what just makes this year all the more exciting.
Yeah, the battle for top 2, and potentially against Japan, but we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, well, if any predictions from anyone is correct, then we may be seeing Japan getting dethroned this year.
Yeah, maybe. Oh wow, there's a 97 rolled.
And looks like Thailand only rolled 21.
Hidden 1 is an interesting ban, considering Thailand has Ray Toley, who is well known as a strong hidden player.
Yeah, I guess that just suggests that they don't really have a really good second to back that up.
And a second hidden ban. No more hidden pool.
So even though that both hiddens are gone, that leaves everything else completely open, untouched.
Hidden 2 banned from Italy is not really what I expected, but again, a team as strong as them could probably choose to ban anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Could also potentially be aiming to target a strength that Thailand could have and have been possessing and showcasing throughout the rest of the tournament so far. Especially, as you said, Raitoli being a very, very good hidden player.
We have Nomad 3 coming from Italy.
Starting off with a fairly popular map that's been played a lot. Kind of based on much more simpler patterns in that, and most of the time it's been a kind of just an accuracy battle between both teams.
Yeah, has this been played every match? At least every match that I've seen or been a part of, it's been picked.
Yeah, I think the same goes for me as well.
Oh, we actually have A40 and Coed coming in for Italy.
Yeah, looking at the stat sheet, it has actually been picked in every single match this weekend.
Ah, that's cool. A40 almost started playing with no hit sounds, which is definitely not what you want to do.
Yeah, well, some players do seem to find that a bit easier. It's not very common at all, and yeah, if you're expecting there to be hit sounds and there are none, it could really throw you off.
Yeah, there are some no hit sounds players, but usually if you're used to playing with them, playing without them is not a great idea. early on, it seems like Cappuccino has some accuracy issues, actually.
Yeah, dropping all the way down into the 95s quite early on. Plenty of time to build that up, but it's a question of if Italy's going to be dropping their rep as well to allow Thailand to catch up again.
As your bar is kind of all over the place, so I'm not too sure. And a miss, too.
Yeah, making the first map in the match, kind of the speedier 260 BPM, if you're not fully warmed up, it could be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I am kind of surprised that Bertoli isn't playing for his team right now. Maybe just preparing for the next pick.
Yeah, potentially. If this is sometimes if you have a map where you just kind of know you are going to lose on it, that could be a decent strategy. Just allow your other players to warm up for your own pick next.
Yeah, and Panama's doing pretty well on this, though. Certainly keeping pace with the two Italian players.
Yeah, despite the double S being on the board for this map, very, very strong accuracies coming from the other three. Cappuccino's still struggling to get the accuracy up though.
Yeah, now Coed having the best accuracy in the lobby by just a bit. A40 Panama's not far behind at all. Cappuccino unfortunately dropping below 90%. It seems like this is going to be Italy's point.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much for Thailand to worry about though, as this was Italy's pick, so they really aren't getting a really early break point already.
Yeah, it's really not a big deal for this early on. Oh, A40 actually getting the best accuracy in the lobby, and the best score due to Coed getting some stray 100s near the end.
Very strong performance all around though.
Thailand's turn to pick. Italy is very well rounded in terms of mods, so it's kind of difficult to pick against them.
Yeah, even when it comes to the free mods, I think unless Thailand are able to kind of 3-mod it, they're going to be struggling to even get points on those. So they could potentially just be safer on the no mods and trying to just have a better accuracy.
Yeah, you would need to have, like, I don't know, a peaceful level player to confidently pick free mod against Italy.
Looks like they completely go against what I thought and go for free mod 3.
Well, I appreciate the confidence. It's definitely not a bad choice. Bertoli is a strong and hard rock player in their own right, and Panama's having strong performances on hard rock.
Yeah, this could work out in their favor quite well. We'll just need to see how Italy responds.
Italy also did lose, I think, a point to, was it China in group stage on the free mod? So this could be an attempt to repeat that.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it. If they've been looking back at the group stage to see how Italy's been performing so far.
And just as a note, the winner of this match will be facing, I believe it's Argentina in the quarterfinals.
And then the loser of this will go against Indonesia?
I think so. I would have to check the bracket again.
Yeah, I always struggle to remember the brackets off the top of my head.
looks like we will be starting now. Probably Ikun on Hard Rock, Lord Ender on Hard Rock.
What's interesting is Ray Toley hasn't come in for Thailand, but instead Connie-san has come in.
Ah, okay, we have a Hard Rock from Panamas and a Nomad from Konisan, actually.
Yeah, so Italy is having a really strong kind of extra mod bonus here. 2 extra mods total. But Thailand is playing a bit safer, so that could work out in their favor if Italy finds a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, there's some longer streams near the end, which is certainly possible to no lock on. I'm not sure if Ikun will do that though, since he is a very strong and hard rock player.
Well, so far it looks like it's playing in Thailand's favor based on the accuracy alone.
Yeah, those early notes are very hard to time within hard rock. Alright, getting into the real part of the map now. Ikun and Konisan with roughly the same accuracy, but a double mod difference could put Italy a lot ahead.
Yeah, they've been recovering very well from the early 100s. He got, yeah.
Ikun seems to be recovering from his early accuracy drops. And Lord Ender too, with a 99.5% accuracy with hard rock.
Yeah, Bonamus also staying above the 99. Koni-san struggling a little bit more with the accuracy and does find a break as well.
And that's going to put them behind. Ikun recovering, the window of opportunity is really tightening for Thailand as Konisan finds another miss.
Yeah, well, the difficulty of the map does increase quite a bit towards the end. With such a strong lead that Italy has at the moment, they have quite a bit of breathing room for any mistakes that come in.
Yeah, there's still 2 full combos.
Yeah, that double miss coming from Thailand pretty much seals the fate of this map.
Yeah, Ikun's still holding strong, recovering back up to 99 now. That's just the ending 1-6. And they hold through it. Well, Italy holds through it. Yeah, that's a very strong team play from Italy right there. Some scary ghost tapping at the end though. Gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, with just those single notes like that, it could be very easy to choke on them. But with that, Italy gets a break point this early on, and we are going back to Italy's pick, which puts Thailand in quite a bad spot.
Yeah, I guess if they're really trying to put on the hurt, something like DT1 after winning on Nomad 3. But they have a lot of options, and they might want to conceal some of their better maps for next round, maybe. Hide their skill sets a little bit.
Yeah, if they have the opportunity to do that, they might as well increase their chances further on in the tournament.
Yeah, Argentina is certainly not an easy opponent, even though they did almost go to tiebreaker against Indonesia.
Well, Indonesia is a very strong team in their own right with some amazing players, so it can be a little difficult to compare sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely no shame in that. And Indonesia is going to have a real riot down in the losers bracket. I would also assume that they would have a pretty strong lineup for Hard Rock 2. They have Ikun and Lord Ender, who are very strong Hard Rock players.
Oh, I never even considered that. Yeah, that could be a very strong pick by them. Although Thailand's definitely isn't weak at Hard Rock, that's for sure. So that could be an interesting map to play.
Yeah, Panam is certainly a good Hard Rock player as well in his own right. Oh, Noma 2. It's interesting.
Going for pretty much the opposite of Hard Rock. Much slower and kind of very much focused on finger control.
A40 coming in. Is Code coming in as well?
Nope, we have Ray Tolley playing for Italy.
Alright, Ray Tolley defecting. I'm guessing this is a map that his other teammates didn't want to play on Thailand's side, which is understandable. This map is pretty hard.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that probably looks deceptively easy. I personally haven't played it myself, but yeah, I can imagine it would it'd catch you out.
That's BPM and snapping changes. It's OD7. There's one part in the middle too where the snapping gets really weird to look at.
But there we go, as you predicted, Coed is coming in for Italy.
Okay, Ray Tolley downloading the map right now, using the sight read buff to go for the double S.
Yeah, I mean, at least it probably means that there's not going to be mind blocked on any sort of pattern from over practicing it too much.
That's true. Alright, the margin for Italy in the pick'ems was something around 88%, I think.
Yeah, 87.9.
Yeah, a little bit higher than Germany.
But we all know how that match went.
Yeah, that match destroyed my pick'ems.
Yeah, with yeah, that one was genuinely a really big surprise, but a welcomed one.
Yeah, and then it was immediately followed by the Indonesia match too, so both matches took way longer than expected. Anyways.
Well, it looks like Panamas is struggling with this a little bit, actually finding some really early misses.
Yeah, hitting pretty early, which does tend to happen with these sorts of slower finger control maps.
And with A40 dropping their double S, everyone has been dropping accuracy, and Ray Tolley finding quite a few misses and all these crazy snapping changes.
Yeah, and we have this section, which I would say is the hardest to hack. It's just really weird. I'm not really sure what the rhythm is. A40 tanking on that quite a bit. Coed, though, still with 99.45.
Coed does find a miss on a triple there, leaving A40 the sole full comboer.
Yeah, Coed's score is not really too far though because of accuracy. Actually pretty close to outscoring A40 right now. That will be a double full combo from Italy, with pretty good accuracy as well. Coed with only 6/100 but 1 miss.
Yeah, that really is an unfortunate miss, and without that could easily be one of the best plays seen this weekend on this map.
Yeah, and quite the performance from A40 with the top score in the lobby.
The sight reading buff not working out too well for Thailand, finding quite a few misses throughout the map, but still pretty good plays nonetheless.
Alright, Thailand's trying to pick. And since they're going for some of the more fun maps, I guess we're not seeing DD2. Maybe something like Fremont 2, because a lot of people seem to enjoy that.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be the sort of the fan favorite map of this pool.
Yeah, I also quite enjoy it. That's not really what I would consider to be a fun map, no one 4.
Yeah, it's quite different, that's for sure.
Yeah, just the general song and genre are certainly a much more intimidating kind of aura.
Perhaps we're leaving Fremont 2 for last to go out on a banger.
Maybe. Oh, Taiko coming in. And Moidander swapping in 2. This really does show one of Italy's strong points, that they have a very deep roster. And they can switch in players for whenever they feel comfortable on something. Which isn't something that all teams can do. Some just have to deal with having only 2 or 3 players.
Yeah, definitely. Just a really strong team synergy like that is definitely it's not common, but yeah, it's really nice to see. We do also see Ray Tolly swapping it for Koni-san again.
Dropping a few hundreds on that intro. Moidander is currently the only SS left on the board.
Konami's really not that far behind with 99.88 accuracy.
Yeah, all 4 players doing red. Well, okay. Alright. Well, okay, he missed again, but his accuracy is still not bad.
Koni-san picking up another miss as well.
I'm glad I didn't say anything, because I was about to say Moidander holding on to SS, but he did drop 100 on the stream.
The cursing is now gone from just talking about it to thinking about it.
It's just intention at this point. Oh yeah, Koni-san does roll, it seems. And I can speak from experience that this map is not super friendly for rolling.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all, so yeah, makes the difficulty 10 times harder, really.
And just look at Italy's accuracy. 1/100 from Lord Ender, I think 2 or 3 100s from Deku, I think it.
Yeah, it's really crazy scores coming out from them.
And after the 1/3 section, there isn't much more left to really trip up the Italian players.
Yeah, I think we'd have to see quite a few misses and accuracy drops coming from Italy if we're going to want to see Thailand taking this point.
And there are a few more kind of weirder streams at the end. But both of these players are very well versed in these kinds of maps. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So unless Lord Ender and Deku fall asleep or something, we're probably going to take this point.
Yeah, with another double miss coming from Thailand, that pretty much seals it.
Is Lord Ender... No, okay, he's just a little bit behind.
Alright, just banshee moments. That could have actually, I could have swapped the tide over to Thailand if that was a disconnect.
Yeah, that would have been really unfortunate. I think that was 2 reverse SS chokes from Deku and Lord Ender. Very impressive team score there, wow.
4 100s total.
It shows how scary Italy can be on these sorts of streamy maps.
Yeah, and with another breakpoint going to Italy, and going back to their pick, that's a really bad situation for Thailand. If Italy win their own pick, that puts them into to match point. That's what it's called.
No, I can't believe Italy would do this. How can you say that Thailand should be having fun when you pick DT2? I'm not sure if they're swapping any players. Okay, swapping their positions a little bit, so Lord Ender is now in control of the hit sounds.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, if you have slot 1, you are obligated to ghost tap.
Yeah, with this map, despite quite a lot of the players being like, oh, this is such a long double time map, it's been picked in 5 out of 8 of the matches this weekend, so it's still been fairly popular.
Yeah, it really has. It's a very solid pick to leverage accuracy. And the map itself is fairly fun. It's just that the first 30 seconds are... there's not too much going on there. Early doublet section, only Lord Ender is holding on to his double S. Is that client?
I reckon that's client.
I hope that's client.
Just based on the pause, but it's taken a while to catch up.
I think enough time has passed. I think that was real. The opposite miss is definitely real. And Deku
as well. Ray Tully, despite having the lowest accuracy in the lobby, is the only one holding a full combo.
Alright, well, Thailand might actually have a chance here. It's just Lord Ender's accuracy really keeping Italy afloat.
This map is actually looking a lot closer than I would have expected. Misses coming in from pretty much all sides, and the scores are fairly close.
Yeah, Panama's unfortunately missing on some of these even pattern sections. I'm not sure if that's because of playstyle or because they're not too familiar with that.
Yeah, these triple bursts, especially with the double time OD, would be pretty difficult to act and even just hit, so... But no one gets caught out by that stream there.
And Lord Ender still with insane accuracy, despite that early miss.
Yeah, with Lord Ender being a very well-known double-time player, setting really crazy scores using the mod, it's not too much of a surprise that he's finding this pretty easy overall.
Yeah, he's just really rocking. Deku also recovering back up to 99. Ritoli still full comboing, but accuracy is not as good. Alright, getting into this last stream section. Certainly caught players off guard before. I know because I missed here yesterday, and that wasn't fun. Alright. Okay, no one missing there. Okay, it seems like Italy will be taking this. Lord Ender with 99.8, wow.
That's insane. Raytoli's still holding the full combo as well. And even Bonamus has really come back from the early misses, almost at 1,000 combo now.
Yeah, dang, Lord Ender is on like probably 7 100s one miss, something like that. Maybe 6 100 actually.
There we have it, 6 100s, one miss.
Single digit 100s on this is very, very difficult. And I think the lowest 100 count we see on this map so far, Peaceful had, I think, 11 100 when he played. Brazil had some pretty good accuracy on this too.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. But we are now at match point for Italy and back to Thailand's pick. If we're going to want to see Thailand take this, you're going to have to win the next 5 picks in a row and then the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they have a long road ahead if they are trying to come back. And yeah, Ritoli did full combo it, but didn't manage to top score because of accuracy.
Yeah, it just shows how important accuracy is in Score v2 and Taiko.
No mod 1. I think this is a genuinely good pick against a stronger team. It's always possible for them to just miss randomly.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like they're definitely not wanting to go down without a fight.
Yeah, this map is really just a nerve check. It's like a couple of spots where if you're thinking about it too hard, you're going to end up missing.
Yeah, this map has actually seen a lot of upsets coming in though. South Korea picked against the Philippines, but the Philippines won. Singapore picked against Germany, but Germany won. Argentina picked against Indonesia, and Indonesia won it. So, yeah, maybe we could see something similar happening again, where Italy take this point instead.
It's definitely possible, though Italy has been fairly consistent so far. Oh, another double roster swap. Econ and A40 coming in.
Also looking at it, China picked against Canada, and Canada won that point as well. So no team that has picked this map has actually won the point from it.
Wow. Certainly not boding well for Thailand, but hey, maybe they'll be the first.
Yeah, now that Thailand's kind of at the edge of losing this match, we're going to need a lot of hype and support from them. So, yeah, give all your hype to Thailand. They need it.
Yeah, everyone loves it every time. Thailand is certainly competitive right now. 3 double S's on the board, and Cody's on just a little bit behind.
Yeah, early days in the map yet.
Yeah, but Italy right now, not giving them any breathing room whatsoever.
Ray totally dropping double S as well.
Alright, the hardest part of the map, Flames A40's double S, but not Iku's. And it's still really close. If Italy ends up finding a miss on the SB stream section, it could be in big trouble.
Yeah, so far this is just being an accuracy battle.
Also dropping his double S, but 2 100s is not really all that different.
Oh, and a miss from 27, but it matches it.
Yeah, Cody's not able to handle this SV section with the doublets. Oh, and yeah, if he's rolling, then his DK doublets are probably not too fun. So A40 is going to end us with 2 100s, and Italy is going to take the 6-0.
And there we have it. Italy is the victor of this match.
Yeah, we had some very good matches early on, but it is still round of 16. Not every match can be a Germany versus Singapore.
Yeah, definitely. And if we've learned anything from this match, is it don't pick no mod 1.
Yeah, it doesn't work out, it seems. We will be having the showcase in roughly 20 minutes for the quarterfinals pool. I think it's still us two, unless one of the poolers are joining us.
Potentially, but I should still be around.
So that concludes the round of 16 for the Taiko World Cup 2021. We will have the showcase in 19 minutes now. So we'll see you there.
Oh, and also buy banners. You can
Oh
buy
yeah,
banners
also
on the floor.
banners for only $2.50 USD, no tax. You can either support any team you want, and if you end up supporting the winning team, you get to keep the banner for even longer.
Yeah, and it looks great on your profile, so go ahead and do that. It helps support the prize pool for this tournament and that. So yeah, if you want to support the World Cup, yeah, go ahead and get a nice banner for your profile.
welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2021. I'm Janitor, joined by Mango here for the quarterfinals map pool showcase.
Hello.
How are you doing so far?
I'm doing pretty good. I just ate.
Yeah, we just had an exciting round of 16 actually, with the tiebreaker, which has almost never been seen before.
What do you mean almost? It's never been seen before.
Literally.
Never been played since 2014. But yeah, round of 16 was wild this week. Normally round of 16 generally ends up being a bunch of 6-0s, 6-1s, and 6-2s. But this week we saw a couple matches that were really close.
Yeah, Singapore versus Germany was an upset, the tiebreaker, and then Indonesia versus Argentina was almost a tiebreaker too.
Yeah, but anyway, the round of 16 is past us. I think it's time to dive right into the map pool showcase.
Alright, so we have No Mod 1 here, which is Finn Arcadeer by Ozzy Ozrock. Replay by Celtic Rival.
This is sort of a diversity consistency map. It's got 1/3 and some streams, so it's just a mix of everything really. So it's a bit of a step up from what we've seen in the previous stage.
Yeah, it's faster than the previous No Mod 1 by quite a bit. It's 225. It's also OD7, so probably not as free to SS.
Well, I don't know about that. Players have been proving to be really capable. Like, some of the performances have really surprised me.
Yeah, that's definitely true. This also seems to be fairly streamy for the most part.
It's also a really good song.
It is quite a good song. I've been very happy with the song choices for TWC so far. I'm just waiting until all the break chorus starts settling in.
Yeah, we think, I mean, this is a music rhythm game after all. What's the point of having good maps if you can't have good music, right? You gotta enjoy it while you play it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but like you said, quite stream heavy actually, and we do have an SV increase at the very end, although it's very brief.
Yeah, this BPM I would not assume it's a big obstacle for most of the players.
Alright, moving on to No Mod 2, we have 8284-TM by Daza. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. This is super tech. It's kind of like Anomaly on steroids. There's also this one pattern, which I'll talk about when it appears, that is kind of hard to hit. You'll see. But very unusual snappings. But yeah.
Yeah, this is a very cool looking map for sure.
I do believe Daza is a player in the Taiko community, actually.
Oh, are they?
And they make some really interesting music. Ah yes, this replay was played by Celtic Rival.
Yet again. This is also OD7, so that's...
This is the pattern. This is the pattern. It's really hard to get good act on this.
That's pretty gross. Oh wow, it keeps that going for quite a while. It's still going.
You better get good at this. There's lots of ways you can hit it. I'm sure you could probably TL it somehow, but it would require insane finger control. Or you could just try and hit it as KDK, like repetitive KDKs.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to do it, but you have to find some way to do it. Otherwise, in, 4 or 5 different sections of it, their axe guard tank.
This was actually a fairly lengthy map, clocking in at almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, quite a lot of time to have to hold your accuracy for. I like how the tech maps this year are kind of exploring more weird parts like BPM changes and odd stabbings.
I think the meta has evolved. Did you know in 2018 low SV was considered a gimmick?
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
And 1/4 plus 1/6 is no longer considered tech anymore.
Yeah, it's become a bit too commonplace. And now we have Nomad 3, which is Milk Crown on Sonetica. A map by Rize.
Yeah, and this replay was brought to you by Celtic Rival.
Celtic Rival. It is kind of slower than the previous Nomad 3, which was, I think, 270. This one is 250.
No, my previous one was 260. My Cyborg was 260. But this is way denser. Featuring longer patterns and passages. It's also a longer song as well.
It is also...
And higher OD requirement.
Yeah, a lot of OD7 maps, which is definitely a good thing when you're dealing with all of these very good teams. Of course, a classic song, really. Though I'm not sure if this is a different cover than the one that we normally hear. Yeah, Celtic maybe even rivaling Admiral here.
You know, I realized there's a huge missed opportunity. I could have done something about dyslexic rival or something.
That would have been pretty good.
But yeah, we got some finishers and just, you know, it's 255.
Yeah, just real classic. Patterns seemed fairly intuitive for him.
I think for most players who are accustomed to playing sort of high-ish comfort BPM will have no trouble with a map like this.
Yeah, Nomad 3 was picked every single match in the round of 16. I don't think it's going to be much different for that. Few longer streams here and there too, which definitely didn't happen in Nomad 3 last round.
Technically, the map in the previous round was slower. Faster, sorry.
Yeah, by 5 BPM.
Oh, that's a pretty long stream right there. And this is actually really dense with the finishers as well.
Certainly trickier than I'm My Cyborg.
Alright, moving on to No Mod 4, we've got Seimei no wa Sumuide. Hopefully I pronounced that correct.
I don't know about that.
This is an edited map. So as you can see, it's a TWC version. This one's a bit of a weird one. It's similar to Chameleon from the previous stage. It's got some BPM changes. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got bursts, streams, finishers, all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot going on in this map.
Wow, this Cell Triple guy seems like a really good player.
Yeah, almost getting as good as that Celtic rival guy we saw earlier.
It's kind of like a pseudo speed section, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, that's stream. And some 1/8 here in there too.
Yeah, so while Chameleon from the previous stage was more focused on accuracy, this one is kind of more focused on keeping combo, because I'm sure we can expect to see more misses.
Yeah, it's definitely technically harder than Chameleon, even though it might be easier to SS. Oh man, okay, that's a matter. And some cool finishes at the end. Alright, now we have No Mod 5 by Zetrical, played by Zetrical. This is an Animorph map that is a custom map.
Can we have 0% background dim on this one? Because we really need to see the glorious background that is No Mod 5.
I see it now.
Funny Dog versus Polygon Dog.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Oh, and Taiko Nader in the background too, of course.
Yeah, this is the gimmick map. This is Easy FG, so if you remember from last year's group stage, we had Cloud by Easy FG, now we've got Blufflyer.
Well, some minor SV stuff going on.
So the ninja notes are the same pattern repeated twice.
I see.
Save you a trip to the editor.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Oh, this one's a proper memorization. No, it's not the bar line, it's just proper memorization. It's the same thing again, but it's quite long.
Yeah, it is pretty long. And of course, some low SV sections, but it's been too fast for people to really choose it. With the other parts of the map, at least.
Do you think this is a contender for the best background?
I think it. Is there anything else that can really compete with this?
Well, we had Jai doing the groundhog background last year, which was really good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so this map has a mixture of gimmicks. So definitely a step up from the gimmicks in the previous stages, featuring multiple challenging sections.
Yeah, No Mod 5 last round was kind of barely a gimmick map, and in group stage it was a little bit one-dimensional. This one definitely seems to be a good step up.
If you're wondering, the blue background is R176.
Oh yeah, of course, the classic. Alright, now we have Hidden 1, which is that an L or is that an I? I think it's slow.
Slow, it's a XLO.
Oh, XLO. Custom map by Zkane.
Z-Kane, I guess? I've been calling him Z-Kane.
I have no idea. Let's see, slower tech hidden, 165 BPM. So I think like marginally faster than Afro Knuckle.
Yeah, but this one has a lot. It's got weird rhythm. It's got like 1/5, I think.
Of course. Also the replay by Zelta-Servial.
Yeah, I think we missed the replay from Zetrical earlier.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it at the beginning very briefly. Surfix rival. I think there's something kind of like that later.
Yeah, this one's it's quite challenging. This one with the tech definitely steps up from Afro Knuckle, as you said, because of the rhythmic difficulty.
I can imagine that some of those gaps are pretty hard to time. And I always hate those sorts of low SP bottom sections. My brain just can't keep up with it. They'll never say no to southkorea.uk.
And that's XLO. I love how the diff name tells you that's irregular time signature. And moving on to Hidden 2, we have a song that most people have heard of. It's Disconnected Hardcore, Can Blaster remix from Inspector K. This is a custom map by Zetera, and this one's a faster hidden reading, but with BPM change, for those of you who know what the song is about.
Yeah, there's a loved set of the song, obviously a different kind of map. So I think a lot of people are familiar with the basic premise of it.
There's also a ranked version of the song by... Who was it by?
I forget right now, actually. Wasn't it Verdi?
It could have been Verdi. Yeah, possibly. Anyway. As you can see, the SV does get quite high. So even though it's only like 210-ish BPM right now, the SV is definitely ramped up.
Noticing a pattern with some of these BPM changes.
Yeah, Cal Cribble holding on to double S.
A lot of great players being showcased today.
The SV actually dropped a crawl here, so it's not just about speed hidden. And towards the end, with the BPM increase, the SV does get quite challenging to read, as you're about to see.
Oh yeah, Hidden 2 last jam was really straightforward, but this is anything but. This ending seems very fast too.
Fortunately, it only lasts for no longer than 10 seconds, so it's just a difficulty spike near the end.
And now we have Hard Rock 1, which the speed hard rock players will hopefully be happy with. We have Platina by Naomyuka. It is a custom map, and it's 240 BPM hard rock. Played by Cell Trivia.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that good at hard rock.
Yeah, what a god.
Yeah, this is a 240 HR with OD 8.4 after HR. It features very short patterns. You won't really see many long patterns here, but there are occasional 1/6 quads and 1/3 patterns.
Yeah, patterning seems pretty simple for the most part. It's just a great reading challenge. It's almost 1/3 might throw people off too.
And there are plenty of breaks in the song to let you catch your breath while you read this.
It's got a bit more dense at the end, but still not completely unreasonable.
Yeah, there's a really evil DK DDDK pattern. It's like a 6-note pattern. And we passed it already, by the way. But yeah, the ending is nothing. The difficulty doesn't really ramp up too much.
Yeah, if you can read 240, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Alright, moving on to HR2, we have a Flesh God Apocalypse song, Pathfinder, mapped by Raiden. This is the accuracy challenge stream, so it's only 200 BPM, so actually it's not a step up from group stage at all. It's the same BPM, but the streams are much longer, and the accuracy requirement is much higher as well. This is pure accuracy streams and sustained reading.
Yeah, it's OD10 with hard rock, or well, practically OD10.
Yeah, Zeltra Kerbal seems to have a really good time playing the song. This is 4.5 minutes, so it's a similar length to Kipod from the previous stage.
So this is the next map, which people will make TV2 jokes about.
We do transition to a 1/3 section here.
Oh jeez, this looks brutal for accuracy.
But I believe that's the only 1/3 section in the entire map.
Oh, okay.
But I can definitely see people tripping up there.
Yeah, or just eating up accuracy in general. It's also relatively lower HP, so it's not HP 10, and you're not going to fail because you missed one stream.
Yeah, wasn't unrestrained HP...
Yeah, it was HP 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered for the most part.
One thing about the song is that it features a lot of repetitive triples, which, depending on the person, can be a blessing to have to act, or it can be like a real significant challenge. There are a lot of consecutive triplets. This section.
Ah, man, yeah. It is only 200 BPM, so it's not really too much of a strain to just single tap through it.
You sort of have a repetitive sort of strain on reading.
Oh man, this part is still going. Oh, so this entire section is just triplets.
I'm starting to wonder how this would play for DDKK players.
DDKK players will find a way. can imagine that the triple DDD patterns are not really too great.
A couple astute people in the chat have noticed that this was updated a few days ago, a few moments ago, which is, it was an OD edit. So we upped the OD to OD7.
Just this last stream here plays out.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of Prometheus Warrior Madness. This legendary map that no one seems to know what it's called.
Eventually, there'll be a song with that title. Just
Eventually.
Alright, we have DT1, which is yet another custom map. It is Grin. Song is by Hugh. Map is by Radar.
Yeah, just a bit of context. This map was originally commissioned to the group stage, DT1, but then it was too hard. So we buffed it and moved it to quarterfinals.
It's actually the highest SR aside from the tiebreaker at 6.95.
This is just 1/4 plus 1/6 streams. Very accuracy heavy. This is OD6 with DT.
Oh god, what was that?
Oh yeah, that pattern.
What a pattern.
Yeah, but Seltzer Trivial handling the pattern with grace.
Oh, that stream is fairly dense.
It appears again, in case you missed it.
Well, second time's a charm. Yeah, a lot of the patterns aren't really too weird for the most part. Play a lot of farm maps, or probably be able to play them. Alright, that was DT1.
Very short, actually. Only 1 minute 46. Moving on to DT2, we have a fairly old map that's Imaginary Like the Justice by Nardo. This is a very popular map from 5 years ago, I'm tempted to say. Maybe longer, actually.
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah,
This is before my time even.
Yeah, very popular DP map from the old days for top players. But times have changed and people have gotten a lot better. This is the speed map. We're clocking at 285, so just a hair faster than light second wall from the previous stage, but the passages and patterns are much more difficult.
Yeah, it's just a real classic here.
It's also longer as well.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes of 285. It's also fairly... well, it's not too dense. There are a lot of breaks in between, but a lot of these passages are dense.
what's your view on sort of old style mapping? Because a lot of the patterns here are very...
Oh man, the KDD really brings me back, huh? It's the old style farm now. I think they're fine for the most part. It's nostalgic at the very least. And of course that K mono for all the DDK gameplays out there. This will probably be a real bullying pick for some of the teams who can't muster up 2 strong speed players.
Yeah, you just gotta have a player like Central Dribble right here.
Central Dribble. My favorite name is still not here yet. I'm waiting eagerly for it.
Right, moving on to the free mod. We have Nephilim by Brimir, a map set by Dark Vortex. This is 207 BPM and OD7. It's fairly standard in patternings, really. It's sort of easy to mod for both mods.
And very notable replayer here, Cervical Serial.
Yeah, so it's sort of streamy in a sense, as you'll see later in some of the patterns. This is certainly one of the easier maps in the pool, I would say.
Yeah, not too much going on with it. I forget if there's SV at the very end though.
Have you played this map before?
I think it was in a map pool in like NATT a while ago, like a really long time ago. But I think it was a hidden.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of top teams are probably going to try to find someone to hit Hard Rock this. For single mod though, personally I would go hidden on this, but I know people are more comfortable on Hard Rock now. Just the OD10, which is kind of dissuading me from it.
Is that Celtic Cribble I see in the chat?
Is it?
Yeah, not too challenging this one, but we can expect to see sort of people going for a lot of mods, which will definitely stack the difficulty up somewhat.
Yeah, and with OD7 base, Hidden Hard Rock is going to be quite a show. There'll be much more of a difference between Hidden Hard Rock players. Now Fremont 2, John Duja?
I think we've been pronouncing this Jan Duja.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, I could be butchering it. The Anti-Mod pick, which is a custom map by Allcure.
Yeah, it's got a bit of SV, smooth SV throughout, and it's got some weird snaps towards some of in the middle of streams and towards the end of them.
Yeah. Self-service trial holding very well on these SV streams. And it's on the 1.8 video too.
So initially you might feel this is favored for hidden, but we have an increased SV section to make it hard for hard rock.
Of course. And some more SV streams. Yeah, I still think there'll be quite a few hidden hard rocks on this. If people were able to handle vv949269545 last round, they'll probably be able to handle this. This part is kind of evil though for him. Oh, really evil is 1/8 too.
Maybe people want to hidden hard rock this.
Yeah, maybe, but there's probably a catch to that.
If I'm not mistaken, this goes to 1.4 SV, like 1.4 times. So 1.4 times 170 would be about, quickly doing math in my head, 338, I think?
Oh man, that's pretty rough. Definitely a map that you're going to want to practice. Especially against teams with a very strong hidden hard rock player.
I like the song, it's very catchy with the finishers as well.
Yeah, it does repeat a bit, but it's still very funky.
Alright, moving on to Free Mod 3. We have a loved map, Rhododendron by ARM. A very famous map for Taske. This is sort of, in a sense, anti-mod, and it's sort of longer.
Yeah, this is also the loved map, if I'm not mistaken. Quite well known. Yeah, I'm not sure if hidden or hard rock is worse on this.
It's both very challenging. If you look at the love leaderboards, there's actually both hidden and hard rock scores.
Yeah, surprisingly even.
Also, the lyrics of the song, if you've ever paused and listened to the lyrics of this song, they're actually quite interesting.
I only remember like the paperback part, I think.
This is sort of a progression from Valscotch, I would say. It's been a weird one, though.
Yeah, like I'm trading some of the more weird SV stuff for just weirder patterning.
Yes, and it appears that we are watching Celtic Guardian 1400 attack, 1200 defense. Really nailing the patterns on this this map.
This is my favorite one by far. Yeah, the concern with mods here, especially within hard rock, is going to be accuracy.
There was a man, he went mad. He jumped into a paper bag. He makes me sick.
So barely an idea of what the song is actually about.
I'd be interested to see what the accuracies of certain players with mods are. Like, this isn't too bad, no mod, but with mods, some of the patterns are so weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of the German players, or at least at some point, one of the German players had the #1 score on this. I think it might have been Mew or Zay.
Yeah, I think Mew and Zay have like some ridiculous scores on this. If you look at the leaderboards. Who thought it was a good idea to put 280 BPM in free mod?
And 250 BPM in free mod last draft.
Next round we'll see 300 BPM. Who knows?
Of course. Okay, Mew number 1, Zay number 2. So looking to be pretty nice for Germany there. Alright, now we have the tiebreaker, which is Megalovania, the Camellia remix.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of versions of the song, but we felt that some of the ranked versions were either too hard or too easy. So we settled with picking 7.7's version and make a few edits.
Also the high star rating by quite a mile, 7.61 SR. And it's very deserved.
So this is 242 BPM per route, featuring 1/6, 1/4, and 1/3. We figured it'd be a good contrast to the tiebreaker in the previous stage, but this is definitely very hard, like very demanding in terms of density. And I think that lines up quite nicely with what you can expect in the semis pool.
Yeah, probably not going to be a whole lot of sight read hidden FCs on this. Certainly looks pretty difficult with it too, with all these SV increases.
Yeah, we don't intend this to be possible with hidden, but we're eager to be proven wrong. Like, the SV does go up to like 300 something plus.
Oh jeez.
So, like, it's not really moddable. Alright, we transition to a 1/3 and 1/4 mix here.
Oh, I just noticed this is actually 6 minutes long too.
So, while the tiebreaker is blasting ahead, what do you think of the pool as a whole, as a player?
As a player, yeah, I mean, definitely harder in a lot of respects. We have a 240 even hard rod. Tiebreaker is obviously a lot harder. And some interesting specialization in the maps, like Mod 5 is a lot more gimmicky. Some interesting directions for the hidden and double time. I'm definitely excited. Quarterfinals is going to be an important round for a lot of teams, so certainly.
Yeah, it's the first stage where players get eliminated from the bracket stage. All right, Diff Spike. This is hard. Like, this bit is actually hard.
Oh jeez, doublets.
That pattern.
Oh man, that 240.
Yeah, 242.
Yeah, fortunately they're pretty short for the most part. Yeah, it might suck if you're playing against a team with a player who you know is probably going to place hidden on it. You're going to have to play hidden on it.
We have a bit of a break. I mean, that was very demanding section, so you get like 20-second break here. And you gotta calm your nerves. I mean, I count this as a break as well. Although, try not to look away from the screen, because you might miss. Totally not speaking from experience here.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen on the tiebreaker. Personally, I find those sorts of breaks more nerve-wracking than anything else because you get to see the leaderboard. Do you think we'll see a tiebreaker next round? It's very possible, I think.
Oh, definitely. If round of 16 tiebreaker happens, then yeah.
You know, love equivalent exchange and all that. Yeah, tiebreaker round 16. We
might not get a tiebreaker for the rest of this tournament.
Yeah, that we catched out early on.
That slider is evil.
Oh my god, why? Just overlapped with like one pattern. Oh, it gets a little bit faster too. Just for a little bit. I like that fight. That fight sounds cool. Luckily, most of the 1-6 patterns are fairly short. Well, except for that one, I guess.
That's also a very huge dislike there.
Ah, jeez. And this ending part too.
And that's the last dislike.
Alright, just riding it out at the end a little bit.
Yeah, and that's Megalovania.
Alright, thank you for joining us for the quarterfinals map pool showcase. Matches will resume next week after these schedules are out.
Any concluding thoughts?
Definitely a good idea to practice the tiebreaker at least a little bit this time around. And
yeah.
There's going to be a lot of really interesting matches next week. Especially on both sides of the bracket, really.
Yeah, if you don't practice tiebreaker, you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I was thinking of it, but I held off on it. Now I regret holding off.
I have no shame. Anyway, look forward to seeing you guys next weekend because that's when things hit the fan.
feel the evolution. Oh, my time no longer frozen. So maybe all the dark. I don't know who I will become, but I know what I want more than ever.